Vivian Gomez wrote on Facebook that her security camera captured this on Sunday morning. There are people on Facebook who say it looks like Dobby from Harry Potter.
The world is full of many things, but just as important, the world is full of many mysterious things. Things that we honestly can't go and explain right off the bat because we don't know what we're seeing or experiencing. Not surprisingly, there are a lot of creatures out there in the world that people have claimed to have seen that defy explanation. And while many of them are fake, hoaxes, or not what people thought they were, there are some caught on camera that do make you wonder just what else is out there. So allow us to show you 5 new mysterious creatures caught on camera. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 5. Footage from a tsunami. You often hear mysterious creatures showing up in places that you don't expect, but a tsunami? That's definitely a new one. In 2011, Japan went through a devastating earthquake that caused not just a loss of land in the northern part of the country, but the loss of tens of thousands of lives. As a result of that, all sorts of footage started to appear to showcase just how devastating the event was. And that's where our creature comes in, because an apparent eyewitness happened to be taking footage of a washed up pond area when a tailed white beast appeared in the shot and was able to not just run on land, but climb up buildings with ease. Some think that it was a creature washed upon the land by the tsunami itself. Others think it was a gas that just happened to look like an animal as it interacted with things. We honestly don't know for sure. Number 4. Gigantic worm. There are a lot of legends in Iceland, but one of them is that of a gigantic worm that is said to live within a specific lake in their borders. Its legend was born hundreds of years ago, but fast forward to the modern day and a fisherman claims to have gotten footage of that gigantic worm in the lake in question. You can see it in the footage as it swims through thin ice, and its size lives up to the hype for sure. Granted, the footage doesn't fully showcase the worm, and it has left some wondering whether it was a man-made object that was just moving down the water via a current or something, but the footage was so convincing that some honestly felt it could be real. Number 3. Weird China monster. If you were to go and picture a monster from China, you would probably think of a tiger or a dragon. But there are much more curious entities in China, and footage of one of them has boggled people's minds for years now. You see, some men were working a water area near a major city when they came across a creature that they could not explain. They not only took footage of it, but they were able to capture it and put it in a metal cage where they documented it further. It had no fur, an odd face, and curious claws, and was strong enough in its small state to bend and bite through the metal cage that it was in. Some think it's a sun bear, a young one that got into polluted waters and lost its fur and mutated a bit. But no one can confirm that, and the mystery continues. Number 2. Flying spaghetti monster. Wasn't there a song about a spaghetti monster? Never mind, we're gonna move on. If you were to place bets on an area of the world that has undiscovered monsters, you'd likely place your money on the deep parts of the ocean. And sure enough, in 2015, an oil rig deployed one of their deep-sea vehicles to 1,400 feet below sea level and found something they couldn't explain, mainly because it looks like a tangled mess of tentacles or noodles, and thus tied it to a certain god called the Flying Spaghetti Monster. There's little to nothing known about the entity, and that is enough for many to see it again and study it. Number 1. Ningen. In Japan, there are all sorts of stories and legends of monsters, but one that continues to pop up is that of the Ningen, a humanoid-like creature that lives underwater and can be 100 feet tall, have hands of humanoid facial features. Over the years, there have been many sightings of the Ningen, including by whalers in the area. Footage has been caught of them, but not in the best of qualities. So whether the legends are true or not is still very much unclear. So what do you think? What do you think of the look at the mysterious creatures that happen to be caught on camera by those nearby? Were you surprised by the footage shown? Does this make you a believer of creatures that could be out there that we can't explain? Or do you think this is more fake footage? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you next time on the channel.